If you're starting a new sport or exercise program, stretching first and working up to peak performance will go a long way in preventing injuries. Because they absorb a lot of stress during running and jumping, the bones in the foot are especially prone to injury. One of the most common is a stress fracture. A stress fracture is a small crack in a bone or severe bruising within the bone. Most stress fractures are caused by overuse and repetitive activity and are common among runners and athletes who participate in running sports, such as soccer and basketball. Stress fractures usually occur when people change their activities, like trying a new exercise, suddenly increasing the intensity of a workout, or changing the workout surface. We talked to Dr. Michael Warshaw at Tri-County Foot and Ankle, who shed some light on stress fractures and what can be done to alleviate them.
It's interesting. If a person gets a stress fracture, most of the time it's going to be one of the metatarsal bones that run from your toes going back towards your ankles. It makes up like kind of the middle of the foot. Stress fractures can be uncomfortable on top of the foot, but mostly on the bottom of the foot. You start getting an aching type of pain, and it hurts when you're walking. You don't remember hurting it. You don't remember an incident where you might have tripped or something. It's just one day it starts to hurt and it's nagging and it goes on for a period of time. Usually when a stress fracture occurs, it's the result of a weakening in the bone for no really apparent reason. It might be just the way you walk or the type of shoe you're wearing, where you're putting excessive pressure on the same bone regularly. Eventually it's going to take its toll, and if the bone weakens, it can start to get a little crack in it, and if a bone gets a little crack in it, it's going to hurt. So you come to see the podiatrist, and if it's at least a couple of weeks old, we may be able to see it on x-ray, because with stress fractures, unlike a traditional injury that causes a fracture, sometimes you don't see the result of it until the bone starts to heal. So you come in to see us and we'll immobilize the foot. We might put you in a surgical shoe. We might put you in one of those walking boots. If it's not a stress fracture, within a very short period of time, it should start to alleviate. Well, sometimes stress fractures tend to get worse before they get better, and we'll take another x-ray, and sometimes you start to see the bone healing maybe a week or two after that. If we still think it's a stress fracture and we still can't see it on x-ray, sometimes we do an MRI, which will pick it up. But stress fractures generally heal pretty well. It's just a matter of finding out that it is a stress fracture and getting it treated appropriately.
You'll find more information for Tri-County Foot and Ankle when you click the Stress Fracture Solutions StoryLink icon online at yourhometownhealth.com.